Gas, electricity, dining out. We pay sales tax on just about everything. But did you know internet service providers are not allowed to charge sales tax for internet access?
It's true. And our investigator Amy Davis uncovered some of them are doing it. She's here now with 2 ways to save, how to get back the money that, well, you should never have been charged, Amy.
Yeah, I know. So question, what could you do with an extra 100 or 200 bucks? Think about that. Several hundred internet customers will get refunds in that amount thanks to one savvy consumer who questioned his internet bill.
The year was 1998. Titanic was on the big screen. A gallon of gas was $1.06. And this is what it sounded like every time we got on the internet.
The internet was just starting up. And so there was a concern about imposing tax on an internet access charge.
That's when the feds banned states from charging sales tax on internet access, unless they were already doing it. Texas was. Every time the act was extended, states already charging the tax were grandfathered until President Obama signed the Internet Tax Freedom Act of 2016. It gave all states still charging taxes on internet access until June 30th, 2020 to stop. A full year later, in 2021, Patrick McCracken in Kingwood noticed the sales tax on his Phonoscope internet bill, $98 in taxes. He called Phonoscope's customer service to question it.
They were not familiar at all with the act and made the comment that, we pay taxes and, we charge those taxes to you as well.
When McCracken called me, we called Phonoscope and got this response in part. Upon review, it does appear that Phonoscope had not yet corrected its sales tax accounting accordingly. The company says it will begin the process of getting the taxes paid back from the state so it can refund customers. If your internet services are bundled with cable or anything else, you can legally be taxed on those other services, just not on internet service.
It may be difficult looking at a bill to know exactly what is being charged, because if part of it is a cable charge, that might be subject to a different type of tax. Part of it is telecommunications, which may be subject to yet a different type of tax at different rates.
As the president and founder of the Sales Tax Institute, Diane Yetter helps businesses understand which taxes they have to collect and pay. She says the sales tax Phonoscope collected from customers over the last 2 years was a pass-through tax only, meaning a Phonoscope didn't keep any of the money. It simply sent it to the state. But now the company is required to help get it back.
If the estimate was $100 for the year, might be a $200, which certainly in today's time, a bonus check of $200 would be very helpful to many of your viewers.
Nowadays, everybody wants to auto bill. I've always stayed away from that because I like to look at my bills and make sure we're being billed properly.
So now hundreds of Phonoscope customers can thank McCracken for checking his bills and noticing the sales tax that no one should have been charged. If you're one of those people, you'll be receiving some forms from Phonoscope that they need you to sign so that they can send you your refund. We've explained all of that on click2houston.com. We also reviewed dozens of bills and contacted several internet service providers to see if any others were still charging sales tax. We did not find any other companies doing it, but you should look over your own bills. Again, it can be difficult if you've got bundled services to know exactly what you're being charged sales tax on.
Right.
But we're pointing out online like which companies we've already checked, so you can kind of not bother.
Nice.
Right?
Not waste your time. Thank you.
Yeah.